Another beautiful day in the city of Columbus. I told a group I was talking to this morning, these are the days when I can say we're the San Diego of the Midwest. Nobody believes me in February, but this is a pretty beautiful and amazing day. So great to be with you. I want to thank Chief Happ and the Division of Fire for hosting us. I see Director Prashadi over there as well, and Ken Kuntz and Director Kim Douglas and Abdi Sophie from the Department of Neighborhoods and Community Volunteers who work together to test the foreign language capabilities that we'll discuss shortly. It's a great day to be here at Station 16 to share some exciting updates about our 911 system. 911 is more than just a phone number, it's a lifeline. It's a bridge between danger and safety, between uncertainty and help. For decades, 911 services have been a cornerstone for public safety, ensuring that when someone is in crisis, help is just a call away. But access to 911 must go beyond just having a phone. True accessibility means that everyone, regardless of language, physical or cognitive abilities, or location, can use these services with ease and confidence. Emergencies don't discriminate, and neither should our response systems. Imagine being in an emergency, your heart racing, adrenaline surging, and not being able to communicate your situation to the person who could help save your life. For many people in Central Ohio, this is a terrifying reality simply because they don't speak English. That's why I'm so glad to announce one of the latest enhancements to our 911 system. The Text to 911 translation tool allows residents to text 911 in their native language. The technology auto-detects the language of that incoming text and provides accurate, actionable translations into 55 languages. without need of language expertise or outside translation services. Let's take a closer look at this video.
My name's Chris Mayfield. I'm the 911 Emergency Communications Center Manager for the City of Columbus. In an emergency situation, it is absolutely crucial to remove communication barriers because seconds count in these situations. So we are implementing the text to 911 translation feature that Entrado has. The text to 911 translation tool is something that is going to help us connect with more citizens in those moments where they need help, and it'll help us to be a little bit more accurate.
Someone is going to text in to 911. It in turn interprets it into English so that I'm able to read it without a delay. And then when I in turn text them in English, it automatically translates it into the language that they have texted me in.
In an emergency situation, you lose the word that you learn in another language. And if you cannot express what is the emergency, the other party cannot help you. And the feature is, it's important. It's saving life.
So a lot of members of the community, they told me that they are not able to communicate those kind of emergencies because for the language.
This project, it's one of the steps to help through that problem that people expressed, the language barrier. And now I think the city is now listening and they're taking a step ahead to help the community.
And we found the system to be pretty fast and reliable and pretty responsive. Having the communication described and writing on their own native language and seeing the other end of the system, the information was automatically translated and accurate, was an amazing thing, and we have been part of this journey.
I love the fact that we're growing, we're ever changing just like the world is. And so I think that it's going to enable us to communicate better with our citizens.
Thank you to the city to think about all those vulnerable community members that they don't speak English and they can present some emergency. And thank you to think about us. En Columbus, ahora puedes mandar mensajes al 911 en español.
En Columbus, vous pouvez maintenant appeler 911 dans votre propre langue ou langue maternelle.
الآن في كولومبس ممكن أنك تكتب رسالة خطية على جوالك لقسم الطوارئ 911 بلغتك الأصلية.
Iminka Columbus waxaad qoraal taleefanka uga soo diri kartaa adigoo luuqadaada isticmaalaya.
This tool is invaluable for interacting with non-English speakers, people with disabilities, people with hearing or speech impairments, as well as those who may be unable to communicate verbally due to background noise or safety considerations. We know that in an emergency, every second counts. Removing communication barriers will help our emergency responders react faster and with better information. And as Chief Happ tells me all the time, about 85% of the calls that come in or CFD response are EMS related. Every second counts. And this will help us better respond and care for our neighbors during crisis. The language you speak should never be a barrier to safety. The text to 911 translation tool means inclusion, equity, and justice for individuals who speak languages other than English. Where you're from shouldn't be a barrier either, for that matter. I want to make a quick aside and note that we've heard from Columbus neighbors who may not feel safe calling 911 lately. Maybe because they speak another language, or maybe because they were not born here in Columbus or here in the United States. This is concerning to me when we talk about any safety situation, but particularly life safety events and incidents of domestic violence. I want everyone to know that language, citizenship, or immigration status will not stop you from getting the help you need when you call 911 in Columbus. My 2017 executive order is still in place. Under this order, we do not use city resources to apprehend anyone living in our city solely based on immigration status. And absent a court order, we do not deploy resources for the sole purpose of detecting or apprehending someone based on immigration status. This is my commitment to you. Every person deserves to be heard and helped in their moment of need. The second feature we're introducing today is video to 911 capability. This feature, which requires the consent of the caller, allows the 911 call taker to text a link which gives the call taker access to the camera on the caller's device for a live view of the emergency. This can provide critical context to first responders dispatched to fires, car accidents, or other potentially dangerous incidents. We have one more video to show how this works.
My name's Chris Mayfield. I'm the 911 Emergency Communications Center Manager for the City of Columbus. So Intrado's video to 911 feature helps us to get a better location or a more accurate location in some situations.
If someone is willing, and they have to be willing, to share their camera on their phone with us, then we can send them a link from here in the ECC to their phone. They then click on the link and it allows us access to their camera.
And it's almost like a one-way FaceTime, and it appears on the screen up here. And then we actually can even control whether we're looking out of your front camera, back camera, and audio collection and things like that. So in those instances where maybe getting a first-hand account of it might help direct a better response or get additional personnel there if needed. Imagine yourself on the side of the freeway. You've been involved in a crash. You're disoriented. You don't see any landmarks. You don't see any street names, and you can't tell us where you are. We need to know where you are in order to send help.
But being able to show us call takers and dispatchers their surroundings to hopefully pinpoint where they are so that we can get them the help that we need, I think is going to be super beneficial. I also think that in an instance of a high crime, if someone's willing to safely record something or, live feed it to us, and then we can download it, that it can be used hopefully in a court of law at some point to help solve these crimes that are being committed here within the city.
There are going to be some scenarios where it'll help us close that little gap to understanding the situation entirely of what's going on, and also maybe some of the nuances that might change some responses and help us that much more in ensuring that the citizens stay safe.
And the fact that the city is going what I feel is above and beyond to incorporate those items into what we do, considering what we do is so vital. And so I think that it's going to enable us to communicate better with our citizens.
As you know, safety remains my top priority for both our residents and our first responders. It's critical that we provide the tools our first responders need to handle each situation they encounter as safely as possible. They are more than just skilled professionals. They are protectors, problem solvers, and everyday heroes. Every second matters, and every life matters. By providing translation and interpretation services, and by providing the option to see a live view of a potentially dangerous situation, we ensure that our residents can access help when they need it most. And our first responders can react as quickly and as safely as possible. It's now my honor to introduce Ken Coots, the administrator of our Division of Support Services. Ken?
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to start by thanking Mayor Ginther and Director Pasciati for their continued support of our work at the Emergency Communications Center. I also want to recognize the dedicated professionals who keep 911 running around the clock 365 days a year. They are truly passionate about public safety, and we are excited about these enhanced services that will help support our team members as they serve our residents every day. Anyone who has worked in 911 or emergency response will tell you the importance of removing communication barriers, because in these situations, as the mayor had mentioned, seconds count. We are excited about the potential for both of these new features to ease communication and help us help you more easily and efficiently. As the mayor shared, our text translation services now allow 911 call takers to communicate in 55 languages. However, it's important to note that the effectiveness of text translation across all 55 languages is contingent upon the caller's mobile phone carrier. Specifically, AT&T services can accommodate translation in all 55 languages, whereas most other major carriers will only support languages that utilize Latin-based characters. The 911 Center will continue to utilize the language line to engage verbally with our residents as needed. And of course, we're very grateful for the support of the Columbus Department of Neighborhoods, who pulled together a group of non-native English speakers to help us test and validate some of the language translation technology. We are also pleased to introduce the 911 video sharing technology, which allows the 911 Center to connect with callers to receive live video feeds. Under specific circumstances, a caller may choose to share a live video stream with the 911 call taker. This connection is facilitated through a text link sent to the caller's mobile device. Should the caller accept this link, a live video feed will be established. Either the caller or the call taker can terminate the video link at any time. As a security precaution, once the link is terminated, it cannot be reopened by either party. A new request must be initiated and accepted in order to open that link again. Additionally, each video feed will automatically be blurred until the call taker determines it's appropriate to unblur the video. And again, we are excited to add these very important technology services for our residents. We strive to leverage new 911 technologies that benefit and enhance the safety of our community. Now, please welcome Abdi Sophie with the Columbus Department of Neighborhoods.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Abdi Sophie, the New American Program Coordinator with the Department of Neighborhoods, and I'm honored to be here. First and foremost, I want to thank our Mayor, Mayor Andrew J. Ginter, for his visionary leadership, the Department of Safety's 911 Communication Center team, as well as members of the New American community, specifically the members of the New American Leadership Academy, NALA, and key community leaders who have been supportive of this effort during the testing process with the 911 Center. To the 911 Center, we are grateful to you for recognizing the importance of not only serving the New American community to help ensure their safety and protections, and that you have also recognized the importance of language access in our city and have now taken steps to innovate the process with impressive modern technology. For a number of years now, the Department of Neighborhoods has been leading and efficiently managing language translation and interpretation services to enhance language access. We ensure that all city employees can effectively communicate with all of our Columbus residents, and I would like to thank our Director Kim Douglas, for her unwavering support and championship in empowering all of our residents, and for her leadership in improving quality of life of our New American residents. We were very happy to be invited into this process. We found this technology to be fast, seamless, and easy to use. It opens a door to a better communications and better response to community members in need of emergency help. You cannot put a price on that. Everyone in our community should be comfortable calling for help when they are in need or have someone or beloved one in their families in need. These new features could literally, as you can hear it now, can literally help save a life.
4642 Glenhaven Drive. Unconscious person. Cross off Candlewood Drive and Redwood Drive. Medic 6, engine 15. 4642 Glenhaven Drive. Unconscious person. Respond on 9 EMS 1. Timeout 14:23 hours.
Everyone in our community should be comfortable calling for help when they are in need or have a loved one in need. These new features could literally help save a life. Through access to language support services, including translations and interpretations, we continue to help more residents feel comfortable, confident, and welcome, and this is the Columbus way. We not only wish you a good luck with the implementation process of your technological upgrade, but assure you that we stand ready to continue this journey with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdi, and thank you to all of our partners who helped bring this forward. And as you can hear right now and heard just a minute ago, it never stops in the city of Columbus. How many 911 calls a year?
Just over 600,000 911 calls.
600,000 911 calls. And these new tools we think are just going to make a huge difference to make sure that our first responders have more information, more details, and can provide better service, faster response, and the best response to help save and protect life here in the city. I'm happy to take any questions from the press, or maybe we should wait for one-on-ones. What do you think, Glenn? What do you guys think? You guys want to ask questions or just do one-on-ones? Okay, we'll hang around for a little bit. If you guys have any questions, all the tough questions go to Director Pashadi. You want to take a photo? Let's do it.